And welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back with another episode here of Here on the Wastes. We are transmitting here from the year 3000, and we are back once again with session number 44 with our wonderful cast here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. My name is Scott, aka Mr. Shogi 3000. I am the writer and creator of this game, Horizons Unknown After Earth RPG. This is our weekly session called Here on the Wastes, where we play a futuristic sci-fi fantasy game set in the distant future of 2422. At this point, it's 2423 in the story.
One whole year has
One
passed.
whole year has passed on an alien planet known as Saldaria, where the last remnants of humanity have now flocked and have colonized. I want to thank everyone who hangs out with us this evening. I want to thank this wonderful cast here. We're going to get this started off by always starting off with our wonderful Mr. Ran 118. How are you doing this evening, good sir?
I'm good, sir. Ready to fight my nemesis and hopefully not die. So.
Excellent. He is your nemesis.
I
I don't even know if that's correct
think that's
grammatically.
plural. I hope that there's not multiple nemesis going
yeah.
on, because that would be rough.
That would not go well for you. Of course, we have my very good friend here, playing Voldo, aka Mike. How are you this evening, good sir?
I'm doing good. Glad to just be back playing, honestly. Always fun, man.
Excellent, wonderful. And of course, another very, very, very good friend of mine playing the good sergeant, Richard Keith. How are you doing this evening, good sir?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
Looking forward to another adventure.
Excellent. This time you will not roll like garbage, will you?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I sure hope not.
I hope not.
Here's the thing: is even if you roll bad, just lie. tell me it's some other number.
Not a 1 every single roll.
And of course, as always, as you know, my brother from another mother, playing the good doctor. How you doing, Shane, this evening, good sir?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling a little razor whip action.
Razor whip action. Well,
I think I'm gonna have to unleash the razor whip.
Dude, that's such a good weapon.
I mean, you tried it last week and it didn't work.
Didn't work at all.
Of course,
such a good weapon.
Of course, we do have the magical man himself, Pie Boy. Just in case if anyone rolls straight garbage, and you want to, we might have to introduce this as the Pie Boy save.
The Pie Boy save. I like it.
Yeah.
If it ever happens and we get affiliate, I will make top hats for everyone, and you can spend top hats to allow Pie Boy to roll for you.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
So we're going to start off this weekend, just jump right in. This is in session number 44. This one is called When the Past Shows Up Uninvited. As we do remember, last week, our intrepid band of adventurers took down 2 rockworms very successfully. And as they were semi-celebrating, with not Rev though. Rev was just jacked up on pure adrenaline and anger.
Rage, yeah.
They were collecting their spoils. Some mandible pincers that will bring a nice hefty price. Hey, how are you, Nietzsche? Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Appreciate it. As well as some scales and whatever else they could carve up from their winnings. When another rift opens. And emerging from this rift at a extremely inopportune time is a old familiar face, at least for Rev. And it is a woman that he once met in Cambaran. Her and her 2 friends started a little bit of a fight with an old friend, Skag.
Who basically tortured one of them.
One of them and left her alive, unfortunately. And she has now come back seeking vengeance. Which she's actually done more than just vengeance. She's actually hunted down Skag. And around her neck sits in some sort of fluid jar is the head of the now departed Skag. This is the second beheading that Rev's once friends have now had to deal with. First, Otis. Now, Skag. She seems angry. She seems vengeful. She merely comes out and says, I found Skag. I have now found you, Rev, and points at you. But then behind her, emerging, is another silhouetted figure. A larger gentleman walks out, and unfortunately, it is Walter. Rev's nemesis, the man who killed Otis Dirtbanger, has now emerged in front of you from the rift that still remains open even though that he has walked through. As Walter walks through, he waves at you and he kind of gives a half-hearted bow. His hand, though, is twirling some kind of small stick or some sort, something maybe that you figure he's picked up. Probably something that he's found on his way here just to kind of occupy his time. As he kind of emerges from the illumination of this rift that is swirling behind him, you kind of get to see him in the natural light. Walter stands a bit different than last time you have seen him, Rev, especially for you. He seems more worn than the last time you had seen him, more tired. Under his half mask that has that skull imprint over the top, how he had when you first saw him, you can see now visible, fresh scars that are upon his face. Immediately, you kind of snicker. You're probably like, that's just physical reminders of his scarred and fragile ego. Punished for something he's done. But when you last met him, he said he had to kill Otis because it was punishment for letting you go back in the quarries. He's now wearing a long white coat decorated in frost blue inner lining, as well as this frost blue stitching as well. Gold epaulets sit upon his shoulder, and his hair is now extremely short and cropped, but it's now dyed a frosted blue, matching the rest of his garb. You do notice that peering from beneath the mask itself is one blue cybernetic eye that shines through more brightly than the other. He used to carry, if you do remember, Rev, he used to carry some sort of spear or lance. Now those have been replaced by two medium-bladed Calarium katanas that he unsheaths and snaps before him. As he continues to walk towards you, he starts to slap them back and forth, creating sparks in front of him. A little bit of a show-off, a little bit of a light show. And he immediately takes them and slams them, burying them into the limestone rock in front of him. He looks up at you, and he says, "We meet once again. I've been searching for you. I knew through all this bloodshed and war, you, Rev, you would endure. I knew it, deep down inside me. When I got word that a devil jet was shot down just over the Acheron, I absolutely knew that you were still alive. When I was able to get over there and see what was left of this devil jet, and it's kind of, let's just say, bandaged together itself, I figured, absolutely, this is the work of my good friend Rev. And he's still alive. So I went over, checked on it, and that hunch paid off. And I'm glad that fate has been so kind to keep you alive. And in such good health, it seems. And with more friends, as he looks upon the rest of your group. And he goes, tisk, tisk. They will be a hindrance to our duel, it seems. Don't you feel, Therese? Therese
gonna
merely
do a very-
growls.
I'm just gonna do a very loud when he says that.
Therese merely comes back with a louder and she goes, "Don't
Oh,
worry.
no, she didn't.
This will end quickly, master.
I don't want to escalate
I
it.
demand a piece of him. He belongs to me. I will put him with his friend here." Walter looks at her and he just goes, "Settle down, woman. Once Rev and I are finished, if there's anything left of him, of course, anything left of this most excellent warrior, I will allow you a taste, of course, as long as the little one will still allow it." Therese growls and spits on the ground in disgust. Walter continues. "But I've been commissioned to search for you, Rev, and the lady in red told our queen that she believed you would still be alive. And honestly, so did I. But I was losing faith." And as he does that, he's kind of twirling himself upon the hilts of his two bladed katanas, and he's almost like weaving in and out as he's telling this tale. "The woman said that she felt somewhere inside of her that you were alive. When probed more into the statement, she merely uttered, 'Vengeance is a powerful motivator to one to keep alive, and he won't die until it's paid.' I merely laughed at her. Crazy old woman she was, but she did not laugh back. When her eyes met mine, I knew she was speaking truth. But even more to the point, something inside her knew. By the way, she's quite the looker, Rev. I can see what you saw in her such a long time ago. Well, either way, Vermanus be with us. Let chaos guide me. I shouted and left to scour the wastes until news came. I mean, you and I have an accord. We promised each other we would get stronger to face off once again, and I believe you to be a warrior of your word. And here you are. It has taken time, but time is all I have anymore. It helped to find your wreckage across the Acheron, and when I found it, I guess what was left of that ragtag bunch of soldiers you left at Hopetown? Well, of course, we have no problem dispatching of all of them. And with some coaxing and some torturing, one of them, well, bravely held out as long as he could, and eventually told us about the railway below." And then Therese interjects, "And I put a bullet through his skull." Walter comes back. Now, Therese, it's rude to interrupt one's story." Therese again growls, but he merely smiles and continues. Now it was only time to just track your path. I knew it was you, Rev. I felt it in my spirit. We've endured much to get here, so let's see what time has done with you." Therese grins in delight. As that happens, though, somebody else emerges from the rift behind. This figure is much smaller than everyone else. Probably standing around 4'10", 4'11". As she emerges through, still you can only kind of make a silhouette and a shadow of who this person is. Walter continues again and puts out a hand and kind of brings her next to him. "There's someone here who also would like to see you, Rev. We've got quite the party going on here. I must admit this is quite the beauty of a place to die, but I also have a contingency plan, and you are all out here all by yourself, with no place to run to for, I'm guessing, many, many, many miles. Lost like little sheep, you have found yourself out here for me to kill you. You must be worried. But more importantly, you probably want to know who this young person is next to me. Another figure emerges from behind Walter, standing about 4'11". The figure is wearing a fancy black top hat with a daisy pin upon it, and her hair is pulled up into 2 pigtail knots. She stands before you, a girl of about 12 or so. One of her eyes has been replaced with a cybernetic one, and the rest of her face is that of a worn and bitter girl. She's dressed in dark garb, overlapped by a black overcoat that is buttoned all the way up to her neck. A yellow sash is wrapped around her arm. She pulls out 2 folding hand fans and unveils them, and you immediately notice that the fans themselves, which, in case if you don't know what a hand fan is, Japanese hand fans, glows a vibrant purple. Immediately, for the trained eye, especially for anyone who has engineering, can see that the fan is made out of some kind of calarium fiber mesh. She spins them in front of her, almost like an old traditional dance, with perfect deftness and grace, and she speaks out as she was slightly seething with every word. I thought you would protect me, but I was wrong. You abandoned me, and you abandoned Mother, Rev. But my new father has shown me the errors of my ways. So it's okay if I kill you now, right? My pain requires a sacrifice, Rev. Let Vermanus be with us. Let chaos guide me. Prepare your spirit for the afterlife, and I will absolve you of your failures with death. Walter immediately interjects. Naughty, naughty Sarai. Rev, how could you abandon this young girl at a time of desperate need? Sarai, I'll step aside and allow you to take your vengeance out upon him first. I would like to see what this young girl can do. She has been bred for destruction. But you will leave a little for me, Sarai, as he pats her on her head. It almost slides the top hat a little bit. She catches it, and she moves it back. Fans completely extended out. She merely looks at him. Of course. Sarai readies herself. Therese growls in disapproval and attacks you immediately. You can hear Walter sigh and say, there that bitch goes again. She's always in such a hurry. Everyone, roll initiative and let's rock.
So first of all, I knew Walter was a Democrat, using kids for his own gain. All right. What am I
All right.
rolling again?
Initiative.
Initiative, please.
Rev has -1.
Excellent.
Initiative.
I always get
Reaction.
It's reaction.
Oh,
is what
yeah.
it is.
Sorry.
Oh, the reaction. Okay. And you roll a D. Do you
Oh,
roll
my best.
a D or a D12 minus?
It's a
reaction?
D20. Minus your.
20. Okay, making sure.
My worst. I mean, I have never rolled a good one on this ever in my life. Never. Never.
I got 4.
I got 18.
Gotcha.
Oh, look at that.
What did you get, Sarge?
18.
Never have I rolled a good reaction.
Y'all are subtracting, right?
You subtract. You wow. Jesus Christ.
I only have 1. I only have
Okay.
-1,
Okay.
Yeah, I've got like a -3 or subtract.
which I don't appreciate.
Rev, if you could you just roll a quick D20 for Jaina while I roll one for Sinjin?
For Jaina, I rolled a 17, so whatever her reaction is minus that.
All right.
Okay, Rev. A charging Therese is coming your way. You are the first to react. Walter and Sarai will not roll.
Okay. Let's see here. I am. Whew, boy. Rev is like completely overwhelmed right now. after this crazy fight where his rage extended, and then this guy shows up, and Sarai, who he had been searching for the entire previous year.
Absolutely.
So he is not prepared to fight.
Sure. I can
Um,
imagine.
He would actually like to try to do two things to actually avoid engaging these people.
Okay.
So the first thing that he would like to do is he would like to, I want to do them as close together as I can. Use
Sure.
two of my kind of support abilities. I want him to use splitting image, which is where he creates a holographic image of himself
Okay.
to create deception, to kind of distract Therese, since she's just insane.
Absolutely.
And at the same, that's my main. For my bonus, then I would like to go into Mirage and try to fade out so that they lose their
Okay.
tracking on me,
Well,
basically.
immediately, I believe you can always do Mirage. So you do disappear. You were
Okay.
unsure though if they can see through anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know how well they can track me, I guess, with their new abilities.
Absolutely. And you do your splitting image. Tell me exactly how would you like those images to be portrayed?
So for the role, the target has to succeed on awareness.
Mhm.
Just so you know, I'm mainly focusing it on Therese.
Therese.
Is who I'm
No
is who
problem.
I'm focusing it on. But what I would like it to do is Rev knows how crazy Therese is,
Yes.
because he knew how Skag and her kind of interacted way back when.
It can't help that she has Skag's head in a jar either.
Yeah. So he would like his image to try to be a taunting figure, because he knows that will drive her even crazier.
Sure.
And he thinks if he can drive her completely insane, she'll fight erratically and not have control, basically.
Okay, understood.
So basically in a taunting, aggressive manner while he tries to move away, basically.
Well, I can tell you right now that it absolutely works. Therese rolled a 1.
Nice. Beautiful.
So
Nice.
then immediately she sees this taunting image before her, and she just lowers her gun and just starts unloading directly into this holographic image. And
Okay.
even that the fact that she sees that her bullets are going through it, it doesn't even faze her. She's just like, this thing will die as long as I keep firing.
Very nice. For everyone else, because it worked, any attacks by allies on that target are at upper hand. So if anybody does attack
okay.
attack
So
her, they
upper
have
hand means that it's -1 exhaust for anything you do. So if you have a -1 exhaust ability you use, it costs you nothing. So well done.
Okay.
So cool. Now I have my movement, right? That's the
You
only other
have
thing I
your
can do,
movements.
right?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
How far away was this rift from me? From
I'd
Rev?
probably say good 50, 60 feet.
Okay.
They're smart enough to keep enough distance between you.
Okay. Are Walter and Sarai right next to each other?
They're right next to each other. He's got like one hand on her shoulder.
Okay. What I would like to do, if Sarai's on the right, I want to move kind of adjacent to them.
Okay.
So I don't want to move closer to them, but I want to move to the side so that they don't know that I'm in a different place than where I was previously, if that makes sense.
Understood. Fair enough.
So kind of adjacently to the right, 45 degrees, so that I have maybe a 30 foot separation from where
Okay.
Sarai and Walter are.
I'm going to roll an awareness for both of them.
Okay.
Sarai's head does not move.
Okay.
Roll. Just give me a d20 if you
Okay.
could.
Sure.
Roll your intellect if you have it.
Roll my intellect. I
Yep.
don't have it, so okay, I'll just be normal.
Yep.
That's a 2. 2 for
Okay.
my intellect.
You don't notice anything that comes from Walter
Okay.
that leads you to believe that he's aware of where you've gone.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, is there anything else you could do, good sir?
No, I'm gonna plant myself about 30 feet from them, off to the right, and angled them, focusing on Sarai, basically.
Gotcha, no problem. The next one up is Voldo. You are up, good sir.
Okay, so what is the layout of the field lookout right now compared to everybody? Who's like, how's it lined up, and how far away is the enemy?
About 50 feet, standing in
50
front of a rift. So essentially, they were behind you.
Okay.
And you guys are essentially at the chasm, the chasm itself, because that's where you were last. You were carving up some of the rock worms and stuff like that, grabbing whatever gems and stuff, undigested
Yeah.
gems and stuff. Yeah,
Okay. So they're just about 50 feet away, but you
about
said
50
they're up,
feet.
or
So
they're just
maybe the best way to look at it is where Rev's harpoon was once when it was
okay,
there.
so up on one of those hills.
Yeah, so like
type
right in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And it's only the one person, or how many do we got
Therese is attacking Rev's
Mirage.
holograph. Yeah.
Holograph, yeah.
total? Okay.
Yeah. And the other two are behind, merely just standing there.
Okay. So I'm assuming, is she an elite? No. If I were to do
I can't tell you that.
well, with the matter of death, the decapitate doesn't work on an elite.
Right, but you can do it, and then I'll tell you if that's the case or not.
Oh, so
You have to try it to find out, I guess. I
but
would assume she probably is, but
if I go
Here,
to
I'll just make it easy.
decapitate-
I'll make it easier for you. I mean, you're just making me give away some stuff. They're all elite, except for
Yeah.
except for Walter, who's beyond elite.
yeah.
Okay. So if I roll a matter of death, and because
Mhm.
it's the 5 or 6 decapitate,
Right.
if you're elite, does 5 or 6 have a set number of damage that
Yeah.
it does? instead of
It's in the manual.
Oh shoot! You know what? I wrote this down when we under the first manual. I never.
I'll tell you what it is. Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No worries. It is.
Fuck, don't I have a pen?
5 or 6, 4d6 times 2
Yeah, 4d6 times 2 if you do not decapitate.
if you don't decapitate, yeah.
Damn.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's upgrade. It's 4d6 times 3.
Oh, he's got an upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, I have my
sorry.
upgraded one. Sorry.
Okay.
4d6 times 3. So it's just
Okay.
as good as a decapitation,
Yeah, exactly. I want
unless
to
they
make sure.
have like 500 hit points. Then, and you're just like, chink.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I will go and go for a matter of death attack.
Okay.
This is the one. If I roll a 2 or a 1, anyone, you guys are all going to be sucked into a portal.
Right.
Okay. Let's do this.
Excellent.
Is this like this rift that he
Five.
does? How big is it? Oh, okay. Here.
5 on the attack.
Is that the decapitation attack?
Well, do I roll a d6 first to see if I hit?
You always roll to see if you hit. Always
Yeah, okay,
roll.
So that was
Okay, so
just
the
from-
5 would constitute as hitting. My question to you is who are you trying to strike? Therese, by all counts of purposes, is closer than everyone else.
And you also have advantage or whatever it's called. You have
You have upper
on her.
hand, so it'll
I'll go
cost you
for
1
her.
less. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
I'll go
mere,
for her.
she's not even paying attention to you. She's unloading
Yeah.
on the visage of Rev.
Okay, so I'm gonna
taunting
roll
her.
4d6. I'm gonna do
Okay.
4d6 right now then for the actual damage.
Okay, make
Oh, wait,
sure
now I
make
can
sure
roll
that
it
you the
Yeah.
cost is minus by 1 because you got upper
Yeah.
hand. So
Let me make sure I actually hit either decapitate or a 4 or a 3
Yeah.
or a 2 or a 1.
go ahead and see what you hit.
6. Awesome. Hell yeah.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so
That's
you're gonna get the big hit. Go for it.
Although my 4 to 3 is upgraded, so I think it's a better hit. Is there an upgrade for the damage?
There's
on
no
the...
upgrade for that one because of just the skill
because it's
itself.
insta kill.
Yeah, it's essentially
Yeah.
insta kill, or everything else is something extremely beneficial.
I got a 4 and a 5. That's
9.
6 and a 4.
That's 19?
19.
19 times
in
3.
total. 19 times 3,
19
yeah.
times 3. Okay, so about 57.
Wow,
Something.
that's nice.
It's
19 times 3
yeah.
is 57. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Excellent.
then let me. And I also have Relentless Spirit. So instead of, and it lets me drop 1 exhaust twice per fight. I'm
Okay.
going to use that on this one because
Sure.
it's a 4 exhaust attack.
No problem. So it essentially, in the end, just cost you 2. Is that what it did?
Yeah.
Gotcha. No problem.
Nice. Good start. Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Not too
Okay.
shabby.
That was 1 attack. What would you like to do next?
So was that with his bow that you did that? Is that your bow that you hit her with?
I always imagine him just like he could bow it if he wants to, or if he wants to be cool, he can just like run up there, just like
Take a couple
dun,
chops.
dun, 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 chink chink chink, and then just run back.
Yeah. Okay, so for my second attack, you said there were more than one of the opposing the bad guys.
There's
right?
3 in total.
And how they're all pretty close together?
No.
No, how far away apart are they?
I'd say Therese is probably 20 feet at this point in front of them, and
Okay, well, if she's only 20 feet away from them, I can aim for the middle, and my 30-foot radius should be able
you
to
would
get
be
it.
able to get that, sure.
Okay, so let me do Red Rain.
Glad I didn't get any closer to these guys.
Yeah.
Or else I would be red rained upon.
Yeah, that's what I always worry about.
In the
doing this.
distance, as everyone gets hit, you hear Rev go, oh, God, not again. Just a disembodied voice just going, oh, God,
5.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's a double hit. Awesome. Or a hit again.
Well, yeah, that's nice.
Go ahead
Okay,
and do damage.
3d6 times 3. And this inflicts bleed.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so that one is a 4 and a 2.
That's 6.
And then
Pie Boy, if you're out there, do me a favor, roll a d20 for me.
a 5.
So that's 11 times 3. So that's 33.
33. Nice.
But it's 33 to everybody with bleed, so that's
Yeah, 33
Yeah.
with bleed. That's pretty darn good. That's.
so cool.
I don't have any AoE attacks.
I honestly only have 2 major actual attacks now. All the
Yeah.
rest of them are like for helping people.
Pie Boy rolled a 5.
Minus
Roll
my
a 5. Thank you. Sorry, gotta do mathematicians. Math.
Yeah, darn maths.
Well, I have a feeling Goldo's going to have aggro from everybody now. Like, shooting arrows at everyone.
Okay.
Goldo's like, I can handle it.
Exactly. As long as
no
I
worries,
stay
Pie. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Walter sees he's unfazed with your attack as you fire it up. Doesn't even decide to even dodge it. He merely puts himself over Sarai to protect her, as all the arrows go into him and none go into Sarai.
Okay.
He will take all the damage. Therese gets, besides the fact that you ran up and you hacked on her, and then you fired this all in just like split second. She immediately stops firing at Rev's image and turns immediately to you. And she's going to fire in response to your attack.
Wait, didn't she just fire?
Nope.
No,
Oh,
she
in
hasn't attacked it.
response,
Oh, that
fires
was,
me.
well, yeah, she was basically taunted by my thing. She didn't actually. So.
She does have a bunch of like arrows stuck in her head.
Fair enough.
Okay. She is going to do an AP shot on you. She essentially has the exact same abilities as Gideon. She hits.
Fail.
Hmm.
Fail.
Mm-hmm.
3, 7. You immediately take 28 points of damage.
28. Oh. Ooh.
Okay. Walter does nothing in response. Sarai does nothing in response. Therese is merely took her shots and she's pointed at you. That was just an in response. Do you have anything else you would like to do, Valdo?
Yeah, I'd like to use Into the Shadows. Grand Sneak drops off.
I don't think you can do that. You've already used and you made
You've
it
done a
bonus.
main
You've
and
done your
bonus.
2 actions.
You can only move.
You can
basically.
move.
Okay, then I'm gonna move. My move speed is 40. So I'm just gonna book it 40 away from her. Hopefully, get out of her
In
range.
which way?
Um,
You kind of gonna you remember if you go too far back, you're gonna be in a chasm. You don't want to go down there, so you can obviously strafe side to side.
yeah, strafe whichever direction will get me farthest.
The farthest away. Okay, for you,
Yeah,
if you're
so
standing there, it would just be to the left. Essentially, where Rev went that you didn't know he went.
I actually went to the right.
Okay,
Not that
so
it matters, but to the
Rev
right.
went to the right, but then again, none of us knew that he went to the right.
Yeah,
anyways.
nobody knows. So he probably went the other way. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, booking it 40 feet to the left and hoping she ignores
Excellent.
me.
Okay, so next up is Sinjin, who's going to just immediately fire back. He's going to try to respond to the attack that Valdo has just sustained.
Okay. Go, Sinjin! Please don't die.
Oh shit!
Like,
Sinjin missed the first shot,
uh,
and attempts to try the second shot, but he does hit the second shot.
nice.
Well
there
done,
you go, Sinjin.
Sinjin.
There you go, Sinjin. You were gonna earn her
He's so
love.
good. He's so good. He does 18 points of damage to her.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
That's okay.
I mean, it's something, right?
It's no 100 damage or whatever the Sarge did last week, but you know.
No. But that's why he's the Sarge, and that's why he's the second in command. He is going to he's going to shield Jaina.
Oh, okay. Kind of run in front of her kind of thing?
No, he's going to do his
Oh,
ability.
he has an actual
Yep,
shield.
he's going to do his ability called All Up in My Shieldings.
Oh, I don't think I've heard this one.
Yep, it's a new one. It used to be just called Shield something. Now it's called All Up in My Shieldings. The Guardian deploys a plasmatic energy tower shield up against incoming salvos. He's going to spend the extra, and he's just going to dump it right in front of Jaina. So as long as she stands behind it, it'll maintain for 2 rounds, and any incoming damage will have towards her. So
Very nice.
Jaina is shielded.
Look at Sinjin with his support abilities. That's cool.
Absolutely. These are the same support abilities that the good the good sergeant bypassed on.
Yeah.
He's going to move as close as he can to Jaina as well to try to just be right next to her and support her, and just in case of anything.
Mhm.
That's essentially all he can do, which leaves Jaina. Jaina is going to. Oh, she's behind the thing, dude.
She can use it as cover to shoot out from behind it
Yeah,
or
she
something?
can. She can. She's going to use an EMP grenade. And she's going to try to shut down Therese and her gun.
Nice. Sounds like something Otis would have done. Just throw a grenade.
I was trying to figure out a way to strap grenades to my bow and arrow. I think I might be able to do that.
You did it with the harpoon last week. Maybe you can do it with your grenade.
Exactly. I got rope.
You know what? She doesn't have an EMP grenade. She has a stun grenade. Sorry. That's what she's going to use.
She's going to even better.
Oh my gosh. Is that... Jaina... You know what? Jaina's going to go all out, man. I'm going to show you the power of Jaina.
Oh, gosh. She does have AP rounds and toxic rounds.
Yes, she
just
does.
so you know.
Yes,
So
she
if
does.
if she
Oh,
fires, she can
she
use one of those.
does.
She's got a bounty of weapons.
She can't do that.
Uh.
Okay. She's just gonna do Deadeye. She's gonna drop to one knee and she's gonna make a precision shot.
Okay.
Ooh. She hits.
Nice. Go Jaina. Channel the spirit of Otis.
Go, Jaina. Go, Jaina. It's your birthday. 4, 9. What's 9? 17. 17 times 3.
Whoa. That's
51.
yeah. That's some damage. Whew. And Voldo and Jaina are going off on friggin' Therese over here. Yeah, 51 for
Okay. She fires a pinpoint shot that goes through Therese on her side, and it actually shatters the glass canister she has of
of
Skag.
Skag's head.
All the fluid just pours right out, and it just infuriates.
It smells horrible, I'm sure.
It infuriates Therese as she's now bleeding from her side at a gaping hole. Like it just ripped right through her armor.
What kind of round did she use?
She didn't use anything special. I didn't
Oh,
want to
okay, no
spend
special
a
round.
time to reload something else in. I just wanted to do
okay.
it. Oh, and Therese is stunned.
Oh, nice. That's a stun?
So that happens, and she just goes, "Oh, why don't I feel good?" And she has a look of somebody who's completely stunned. With that, she's going to do MB. Okay, she's going big time. She's going to use No, she's going to hold her bonus in case somebody special needs it, aka Rev.
Nice.
So remember,
Thank you.
Jaina's holding a bonus.
Gotcha.
And with that, she's just going to get down on one knee and just kind of like make her profile as small as she can behind that tower. So if any angles or anything like that would still make it relatively hard for her to be hit. With that, I need who's got a shitty roll. Therese is up.
And she's
Wait,
stunned, so I guess she has to get out of it.
I'm so sorry, Doc. What did you roll?
Me?
Yeah.
18. Okay,
you can roll off with Sarge to figure out who goes first. But now Teresa's gonna go. Teresa has no idea where Rev is. Voldo's run away like a little bitch.
Yeah.
All right. You want to roll, Sarge? Let's roll off. Reaction, right? Or just straight up?
She is just going to charge towards as close as she can to get into Jaina.
Wasn't she stunned? Didn't you say Jaina just
you know what?
her?
Good call. She's stunned, so she can't do anything this turn. So her turn passes, and it's between you two. Good thing. Thank you, Rev. There's just I have so many.
That's the worst stun. I know. That's the worst stun ever. If she's just like shakes it off. Aha.
Okay,
If only who was here, Mike.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what you put in the chat, dude.
Chat?
Yeah, you put if only he was here. Your lobster quadrille. You told me you were.
Oh, yeah. Because High Boy said something about Otis.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. It's the good doctor or the Sarge. Who would like to go?
Well, I rolled a 1. Can I use Prep Trump's luck on that?
What did the Sarge roll?
I did a 7.
You can definitely, if you want to spend Your prep trumps. Oh, it doesn't cost you
No.
anything, right?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't cost any action. It's only an exhaust, right?
One exhaust.
Sure. I mean, all you have to do is get 6 more points to beat him.
I want to.
That is the best roll that the Sarge has pulled off in 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, I want to take a crack at somebody.
all right, go for it. What'd you get? Like 5? Did you get 5?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
All right, Sarge, you get to go first.
Go get him, Sarge.
I think the Sarge. I'm going to attack all 3 targets with Rain Down the Pain.
Oh, well done.
Ooh.
If that's the case, you're gonna have to get closer, in order to do it and create that nice circle, like a little bit like Mike did.
Okay, so now that one. Okay, that one's a main.
Okay,
So,
how close are you trying to get in order to do it?
I think I'm gonna try to move about like at half the distance.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, go ahead. This is the first time anyone has seen Rain Down the Pain. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't
this
think
is the
I've heard
first
this
time.
ability.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead and just
curious.
go ahead and roll and tell everybody what it is, though.
Oh, okay. This one's the D24, right?
I've never heard of anything that does a D24, because that's a
Wait, what is he
nobody
again?
rolls
What
a
is-
die like that.
What is he again?
He's a guardian.
Oh, D20. I'm sorry.
No, you roll
No,
a d6 to
you
see
always
if you
roll
hit.
a D6 to hit.
Oh, okay. D6.
Have you upgraded that ability?
Not that one.
Okay, so it's only going to take 1 D6. That's all you
okay.
got.
I got a 2.
Okay, so that one misses. It
Oh,
is,
okay.
yeah, that's just the main only, so you burnt that one.
Oh, okay.
If the good doctor would have, if Voldo had that extra little roll your thing over again.
Yeah,
But
and
I think he
unfortunately-
used it, already on the last one, yeah. The Rain Down the Pain, the Guardian boosts up approximately 30 feet in the air and begins to hover while raining down unruly firepower upon all targets that can be seen, up to 4 targets. Which unfortunately he didn't do. So he goes to launch his cool little jetpack that he's got on there, and it hasn't been used in for so long that it just kind of and he goes off for 2 feet and kind of lands back down. What would you like to do? You have a bonus.
Like if Boba Fett's jetpack didn't
Yes,
work.
it's a
second.
failure of a Boba Fett jetpack. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, I will activate a Mars program.
Okay, so you're gonna any attacks that you have next will have burn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You've moved half, so make sure that you're aware that you've moved half. You're essentially right in the mix now, and you didn't do anything. But he is a guardian, so you can take a lot of shots.
Hey.
With that means you have no other actions. It is the good doctor's. He's got pie save. Help me pie.
All right,
My
I
rolls suck.
hate to recap, but positioning wise, the enemies are how close to each other again?
Therese is probably 30 feet in front of Sarai and Walter, who are behind.
So she's closest to us.
She is the closest to you, yes.
All right.
She's also
Well, I'm gonna-
stunned.
Right. Gotcha. I'm going to slap on an ion shield.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that as my main or my bonus.
Okay. So you were
And
shielded
then-
once again.
Right. Oh, since I'm at favorable, I don't lose that one exhaust, right?
No, you always lose the exhaust. Anytime you do
I know,
an
but aren't
action.
we-
you do.
Well,
Are we
it's
at-
only if you do an
because she has-
attack against her.
Yeah, you have to do an attack.
Oh, the attack.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
got you. Okay, well, I'm going to bust out my drone ion guardian,
Okay.
and I'm just going to have it attack her.
Sure. Rock and roll. Go
So-
for it.
I got a 6,
Nice. Nice.
and that's
That's absolutely a hit.
oh, come on. That's a 2d8 times 3.
Okay.
Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Rock and roll. Roll it.
For a total of 9.
9 times
I
3,
rolled a-
27. I mean, that's something.
Oh wait, I rolled a 2 and then a 1. Does prep trump luck go on this?
You can always use as long as you spend the exhaust.
Right.
You're eating exhaust to roll it every time because it takes no action.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well I rolled a 2 and now I rolled a 6. So that's
It's 8.
8 times 3.
It's
That's
24.
24. Shit. Not too bad. Much, but
24 and roll 2d6, please, because she's stunned.
oh. 5 total.
Just 29. Is that right? Was that 27?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
29.
24 is 5. That's 29. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. With that attack, Therese actually drops to one knee. At this point, she looks pretty worn and beaten at this point. She's bleeding profusely now. She's no longer stunned, but you can see that their attacks, especially like for anyone who's focusing specifically on her, you can see that she's actually taking a lot of damage. And whatever that was stoking her before is still there, but you can see now that she's starting to slow.
And doesn't everybody have bleed status that got hit by the arrows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does that do?
For bleed status, you lose 2 vitality per round until I roll out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, with that, Doctor, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I used a bonus and a main.
You can move, is what you can do.
You can move.
Yeah. Who am I closest to, or who am I furthest from, as far as our group?
Well, you have no idea what Rev is, so
Yeah.
probably, I don't know. You're
Hold-
relatively
hold
close.
around
I'm just
off to
gonna
the
stay
side.
put. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I guess
stay-
maybe
I'm gonna stand my
Voldo is
ground.
probably the furthest away that you visually can see.
I'm gonna stay.
Oh, you're probably the farthest away from Cam at this point. She wants nothing to
There you
do
go.
with you.
Oh, can I pound a jolting juice?
You already did your actions and you moved.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I'm good.
I would have let you eat your move, unless you do not want to move and you want to pound it. But you got to
Yeah,
stay
I don't
where you're
want
at.
to move. I'll pound a jolting
Okay,
juice.
go right ahead. I will give it to you.
All right. I
Just
forget what that does.
as an update for your drone Iron Guardian,
Yeah.
it remains out
Okay.
the whole time. Okay, so you don't have
Yeah.
to pull it out again.
Right.
It has 10 total vitality.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if it
yeah, I
gets
got
hit by
that.
10, it's
Uh-huh.
gone. And it
Okay.
automatically hits every turn if you want it to hit at no cost to you. Okay, so you're always going to do some kind of damage with it. It's going to be an automatic hit, but you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1 or 2, that's the only time it'll ever miss. So as long as it's out, you don't have to spend a bonus and you don't have to spend a main. It's just like a little drone Iron Guardian friend that helps you do a little bit more damage.
Nice.
Really?
Yes.
That's good.
All right. So
The previous
jolting
drone Iron
juice-
Guardian was garbage. This one's much better.
Jolting Juice gives you 1d10 times 2 exhaust, and
Yep.
all keywords are at advantage for that encounter. That's what it does for your.
Yep. So go ahead and do that.
I can't navigate through here. It's like I can, but I.
No,
when you say all
Ryan
keywords,
Ryan just gave you what it was.
Yeah.
Shane.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
just
roll
go
a
ahead and roll that.
d10,
Well,
multiply
I remember
times
what
2.
page it's on. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All
So
right,
with that,
D10.
it starts at the top of the order. So it's Rev. You're up.
So Sarai and Walter did nothing.
Unfazed. Of course, Walter does have some arrows sitting in his back that eventually, because it's a mystical ability, they will dissipate back into the ether at some point as well.
So they've made no aggressive moves
None.
yet. Then
You can actually see that his attack means nothing.
okay. Let's see here. I want to. Let's see here. I almost want to. I want to try something interesting, different again. I want to actually use Blessing of the Wolf to bring myself back to full health and give me
Sure.
my exhaust back
Okay.
for my bonus because I'm still pretty hurt from the last fight.
No problem. Go right ahead.
So that is, I do a shamanistic chant. It gives me full heal and half my expended exhaust.
This is the first time that Rev actually does a very, very, very silent shamanistic chant.
Yes,
He's just like
he just hums it as quietly as he can. And I don't still have the max health from the previous thing from Jaina.
No, it's
correct?
already gone. Yeah.
That's gone. Okay, gotcha. And so half my expended exhaust, I was at 2, and my max is 21. So I guess I get about 10 back, I guess. Okay, so the other thing I would like to do now, I have this spirit containment field,
Mm-hmm.
which I've used a couple times. It's basically 2 times a day. I can place it, and anyone inside will be protected from a mystical or dark power.
Sure.
Is there any way I can try to place that spirit containment field around just Sarai?
Unfortunately, probably not. He's
So if
right
I try to do
next
it, it's going to contain
It's
her
gonna get him
and
as well, yeah.
Walter. Okay.
He's gonna feel a little tingle. He's like, "What's this?"
Well,
Right.
because yeah, I don't know that will do anything because I don't know what Sarai is affected by, right? Like, is
Sure.
there any way that I can try to do like some sort of awareness or mystical check to see if I can tell if Sarai is her usual self or if she's actually affected by a mystical power? Basically, is what I want to know.
What the one thing you did was a
The
bonus,
one thing I
right?
did was a bonus. My spirit blessing of the wolf was a bonus to heal myself.
You can do it, but it's going to be at the cost of either all your movement or your main.
Or my main. I would like to do that as my movement. I would like to
because you're just using
protect
mystical abilities at this point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and yes.
There's certain moves you can do as a movement move.
Well, it's only for him because he's not doing anything that's in his skill list. He's merely just using that soul thing that you found out you have a little bit of a affinity for. He's just trying to reach out.
Gotcha.
And see anything, and he's doing it at the cost that he cannot. Spirit. Yeah, he cannot move anywhere for that turn.
My spirit is moving towards Sarai. Right. I guess.
Yeah, it just floats over.
I can do that a little bit.
Hey, Sarai.
And I can do that a little bit. You said.
Yeah, not to the obviously not to the extent of him. He's been doing it for quite some time now, but.
Yeah, I gotta start practicing that.
So I guess I roll d20 to see if I'm successful in finding anything.
Always roll that d20.
So, wow, that was a terrible roll. Even with mystical, since I have that keyword, that would put me at like 5.
Okay.
A 5 is what I would get from that.
To be honest, you're still, as you try to do this and you try to focus, you can see Sarai's face of that little girl back in the cave, of that little girl back on that farm. And it's just the look of hopelessness every time. And then you see the dead look of the girl that is just across the battlefield. and it just stops you from being able just to prime focus on something that requires your utmost focus.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that you feel like you're reaching out, that look pops into your brain and snaps you out of it every time.
Yeah. I basically cannot get into my spiritual
Exactly.
place right there with her.
You can't. You're
Okay.
not. You're unable to pull yourself together enough to make some kind of connection.
Okay. So I still have my main, but I
Mhm.
still don't want to attack them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
So would you
actually
like to
hold
hold
my
it?
main.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my
Do you
main
want to
now.
spend it to get exhaust back?
If I hold my main, will I be able to do one of my utility things in response? Either my hasted assault or disallow?
If you're gonna do it for a main, you could. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't have it though. I don't have either of my utilities listed as bonus or main, so I assume
All
I
the
can do them
utilities
as
are always
either.
bonus.
Oh, they are? Okay.
All utilities are bonus.
Okay, my bad then.
Well, can't you do a manus during a bone? I mean, a bonus during a main. Like if you only have a main
Only
left,
if it
can't you do
says M or B.
Yeah, it's
M or
only if
B?
it says, and my only M or B is my big Fury of the Jackal attack,
Yeah.
which is what I don't want to attack with right now.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm
the only
already
reason
in.
why he does it twice, because he's spending both those actions to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I lose Mirage when I used Blessing of the Wolf?
I'm gonna allow you to maintain it because you didn't
Okay.
move either.
Okay. Yeah, because it says it drops when I attack. So if I'm not attacking,
Yeah,
that's
you didn't attack.
I'm gonna hold it because I might want to attack in response to something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold it.
No problem. Voldo, you are up. What would you like to do, good sir?
Okay, so there's still 3 guys on the field.
Yes, and you ran away like a bitch.
Okay, it's only because I didn't save anything.
No worries.
There's
I'm
no
gonna get-
loot, so why should he stick around? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to, move close enough again now. I want to do Matter of Death one more time.
On Therese, because at this point, because as far you've gone back to move all the way back, Therese is still probably the only person that's relatively in that range.
Okay. Yeah, because I got 40-foot move range, so I
Yeah,
should be able to
and
get
she's
that close.
relatively beaten up as well. If you want to,
Yeah. Let's go
Try
for
to
her.
finish her.
Let's see here. 5. Dope.
nice, excellent hit.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so this is the decapitate, blah, blah, blah. Okay. 2.
What does 2 do? Is that suck everybody in?
Oh.
But they get sucked. All the bad guys get sucked in too. So,
Jesus.
sorry guys. It was worth it. I was hoping I'd just be able to finish her off.
I always wonder this with this thing, everybody getting sucked in. How big is it to suck in everybody on the battlefield? Because that's
It's
crazy.
like a black hole, bro.
It's like a
Jesus.
miniature black hole.
Jeez.
Okay, I would like. Give me 1 second. I gotta find where his is, so I can read it exactly what the wording is.
Yeah, I was trying to pull it up here.
Read. You don't have it at all, do you, Mike? To tell me what
I just
exactly
got
it
the main
reads.
down. Yeah, I don't have the entire. I just got the main points. I have
Okay.
my thing here. Let me see if I can find it before.
Okay, I got it.
You got it.
Roll 1 or 2. Temporal shifting tears a reckless, unstable rift prison that tries to engulf everyone. On the battlefield. Everyone must roll. On a success roll, you remain on the field. On a fail roll, you are pulled into it until you make a roll of success to get out of it. While you're inside the temporal prison, Voldo will take 1 vitality per every time that from everyone that's in it per round. Okay, so I would like Doc, Sarge, Rev, and then Jaina, Sinjin, and everyone else to roll a d20.
18 for Rev.
Rev, you stay on the field.
Nice.
11.
You stay on the field.
Nice.
You're muted. Doc.
I rolled a 2.
Doc, you were sucked into the void.
And this is Voldo's void.
This is Voldo's void.
Well, that's what. Yeah, it's not a good place to be.
Therese gets sucked into the void.
Oh, okay.
Jaina and Sinjin get sucked into the void.
Oh my gosh.
So that's 4.
You know, it says it takes 2 successful rolls.
No, on a successful. No,
Target
it's just
must
1.
make 2 success rolls to avoid being lost in the rift forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not
which
look.
is
You're
the-
not looking at that. You're looking at the wrong one.
Banishment rift, right?
No.
No, this is a matter of death.
This is a matter of
not
death.
banishment.
Also confusing to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shogi,
Well-
you said Red Crow takes damage, but it's actually whoever's in the rift takes
Right.
1
It's
damage.
only, but he gets that damage back
Oh,
to
it
him.
gives him the
It gives
heal?
him the
Oh.
damage. Yep.
Oh,
So
okay,
4
never mind.
people go in. You get 4 VP back. Voldo. So put that on your
Okay.
thing,
We all lose 1.
and everyone loses 1. That
Who got
went
sucked?
in. That went
Yeah,
in.
whoever went stuck got sucked in, yeah.
Okay, Sinjin loses 1. Jaina loses 1. Therese loses 1. Okay. Nothing happens.
call me-
Absolutely nothing happens to Walter. Absolutely nothing happens to Sarai. But
Okay.
Therese is now in the void, and you hear her just go, "You son of a!" Sarge sees poor Sinjin get sucked into the void, where he says, "You son of a!" as he's holding on to Jaina's hand as they both go into the void. And then the doc goes in.
young
Do you see
lovers.
anything, Doc?
I just say, God damn it, Voldo.
I just say back, thank you for the health.
But your drone Ion Guardian is an inanimate object essentially, so it sits on the field by itself.
Did any of the people I was attacking get sucked in?
Just Therese.
Like,
Just Therese,
Just
who's yeah.
Yep.
okay.
Okay, that's actually a successful use of that ability.
Yeah,
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm
And
gonna hold-
you got 4 VP back.
exactly. Like, I mean,
You're feeling good.
it sucks for everybody else, but a 1 or a 2 from me, I don't. I mean, yeah. But I'm gonna hold my bonus.
Okay. At this point, just tell me how much exhaust do you have left, Voldo? Because you've for'd twice.
Oh, whoa, yeah. You know, let
You've
me add the
mattered
new
to death
one.
twice at this point. So you've eaten.
Well, the first
8.
one only took 2 because
so-
he had 2.
So
yeah.
he's 6.
I got 13 left.
Okay. Just want to make sure
Oh,
that
I
you're
have
taking
a
that
I have a
off.
question, Scott. So
Yes.
so the fact that I had the ion shield drone on me didn't keep me from going into the
No,
rift.
you're not taking. It doesn't do anything. You still get sucked in, because
Yeah,
essentially it's
that's what I
not an
figured.
attack. You're not taking any damage. He's just merely siphoning off a little bit of vitality from you, as you kind of like float into the ether of his void.
When you come back out, he still has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he just comes back out and he's just like, bloop.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, what would you like to do as your second ability?
Now I'm gonna save my bonus.
You gonna save it? Okay. Yeah. So who's left on the field? Jaina and Sinjin are gone.
It's Rev, but he's already gone. Sarge? Is Sarge still on the
You
no.
went from dead last to next up. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to use my AP cannon on Walter.
Okay, you're gonna have you moved up, so you're fine. You can absolutely go ahead and shoot him.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna poke the bear.
He's poking bears. Poking bears again.
Whoops. I got an 8.
Well, I don't know what an 8 is. It's always a D6. Richard, always a D6
Oh, yeah,
to
it was
hit.
the,
You got to tell me what you
because
hit
it was
first.
an upgraded one for 3. Oh wait, is it just 1d6 for
No,
the?
you have it roll 3d6.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I came out to 8 altogether.
Richard,
No,
come
you
on,
just
man.
need one of those 3
We
to hit a
talked about
5 or
this
6.
last week.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
got to
is
get
it
the
just-
5 or
just
6 to
high?
hit. You got to get the 5 or 6 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Is
Oh,
any
so it's
one
the
of
highest
those
of the 3.
is any one of those a 5 or 6?
Oh yeah, there's 1 6.
Okay, then that means you hit. Now you do damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now damage. Oh. 1.
Make it all worthwhile by doing a ton of damage to him.
I hope it's low. It's 2. Hopefully this one's good.
Is he attacking Walter?
He's poking the bear.
Yeah.
Times 3. 24.
24? Well, okay. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Okay. All right. You fire at Walter, and immediately as the rounds begin to hit him, you see them like impact upon him, but they don't go all the way into him, and they merely just like hit him and drop. He does take some damage though. He just takes half of it. So what was it you did? 24? Is that right?
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was
12?
24.
12, so you do 10 against him.
Oh, okay. That was.
He has an armored vest against projectiles of the bullet kind. Okay, so you do hit on that one. He's going to do. Oh, no, my turn. I'm going to do, and in response, I'm going to attack you. He takes his hand off of Sarai. He pulls both of his blades out, and almost like he blinks out of this world, he's right up in your face. Sarge, I would like you to roll a d20, please.
14.
14? Okay. Then how much vitality do you currently have?
I have a 62 right now.
62? You immediately lose half.
Damn. That was vitality?
31?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
So if he has
31.
Okay.
You
Wow,
look
that
down. You look down, and you can see both blades are right inside of you. Pinpoint accuracy. He was there, and then he wasn't, and all of a sudden he's just right there in your face. Behind this half-broken mask, you can see again that scarred face. And he kind of laughs at you, and he just goes, "I killed the rest of your friends."
Oof.
He goes, "I'm going to kill you, fat boy." And pulls out the blades. You do have another turn. What would you like to do? He's right there in front of you.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my utility, the
Okay.
secondary heal.
Smart move. Okay.
It's 46 back. Got 10 back. That's 41.
Okay, so I only did 21 points of damage. He's extremely disappointed.
Hey, he didn't die in one shot like freaking Red did the first
You
time.
do
he
have
got
the
killed.
ability to move if you like.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna like back up back to my original point, like about like half that distance back.
Okay. You're you're trying to create some space between this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With that. Oh. Pie Boy, if you're there, if you're not, it's okay. Roll a d20 for me.
When do the people who have been sucked into the rift try to come back?
I'm about to decide if...
Oh, is that what this roll's for?
Yeah, I'm about to decide if Sarai and... 18.
It's this next
Yep.
round. We gotta
Walter
roll
gets
for
to
it.
go. Walter is now in the fight.
Oh,
Hey.
God. I told you.
Thank
Well, I
you,
didn't tell you,
Pie.
but he
Well
poked- he
done,
poked the
Pie.
bear.
Oh, it's so good.
It's good for Walter.
Why wasn't he in the fight before?
Because he was
They
just
were-
sitting there because he's super cool. He's been waiting on Rev.
He's the boss man, and he doesn't have to fight because he'll one-shot you.
He is going to go right back up into... He's going to move all his speed directly back into Gideon's face. And he is going to attack Gideon. And he is going to do Fury of the Jackal.
Oh, God. You
Ooh,
better
that
hope
sounds
he
bad.
misses. You better hope he misses.
Here we go. And I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 5.
Wow, he's upgraded to level 3, too.
And I can tell you that his Fury of the Jackal is much stronger than Rev's Fury of the Jackal.
How the hell is that even right? That sucks.
All right, here we go. Ready? 5. 7. These are garbage rolls. 8. What is that? 15?
Let's say 8 and 7 is 15. 5 would be 20 altogether.
Is it? Okay. How many hit
You
points
said
do
8.
you have?
I have a 41 right now.
Oh, I hit you for 45 points of damage.
I'm dead.
How much AR do you have? Your AR can eat some of that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a +3.
You're dead. You're not dead. You're knocked unconscious. So because that does 42 and he had 41.
Yeah, just enough to
Oh.
knock him out.
The Sarge is completely unconscious.
Walter's scary.
Walter immediately
Yeah.
turns around and Rev, roll awareness if you could, please.
All right. Let's see. So I have awareness. So that would be an 8. Is it +3 or +2 when you have the
+3.
keywords? 8 total then.
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just taken back by the fact that Sarge has been just dropped to the ground. Not to notice that he's now turned and he's looking at you.
He's looking at me. Okay.
He is going to... He turns and looks at you and goes into Mirage.
Okay. But I don't notice this, right?
You like see this, but you're just kind of like,
Well, I guess I see him disappear, but I didn't see that he looked at me, I
Yeah,
guess, kind of thing.
you don't. You were just kind of like looking at Sarge and just going, "Oh my god, like this is happening again."
Yeah,
and
I
then you
know,
kind
not
of look it up,
again.
and he's gone.
Yeah, okay.
He's like
Okay.
Kaiser Soze. He's just like he's not gone. Sarai sits there and does nothing. I would like everyone to roll, except for Rev and Voldo. Everyone who's in the rift, I need you to roll a d20.
Do you want me to roll for
If you could roll for like Sinjin and
yeah, I can roll for
Jaina.
Jaina, I guess.
yeah, go ahead, please. Doc,
6.
6. You get
Jaina.
one more vitality point, Voldo. Compliments of the doctor.
Jaina rolls a 1.
Jaina
All right.
gives you another vitality point, Voldo. Compliments of Jaina.
I'll roll for Sinjin here, I guess.
If you could,
Sinjin rolls
please.
a 12.
Sinjin emerges
All right.
from
All
the
right, at
void.
least one got out.
and the look of just complete and utter disgust at you, Voldo, as he turns back and he's just like, Jaina.
Thanks for the help.
You get another vitality point as Therese is unable to get out of the void.
Nice.
But
She's bleeding too.
But you hear from the void just the voice of a very, very angry woman who's just like, when I get out of here, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Oh yeah, that would bleed. That's what, 3 negative vitality points for her.
No, her bleed stopped. I rolled out of that.
Okay.
Wow, you're gonna kill all the people before we even get there. And okay, Rev, it's your dance.
All right. Well, I saw
Immediately
that...
though, Voldo looks much, much better than he did before.
I'm kind of ignoring Voldo this whole time. But it's not because he doesn't care about Voldo. It's because Rev is like completely...
Sure, he's got a lot on his mind.
He's focused on Sarai here. Yep. Even though he saw... It's kind of deja vu for Rev seeing the Sarge get basically one shot.
Let's be honest, for Rev and for everyone who knows about Rev's character, it's affecting him a lot because he has dealt with Walter and Walter has taken him down in one shot. This is a guy who also killed Otis, and now he's just dropped the Sarge like in 2 shots. Mm-hmm. And Sarai sitting over there.
Yeah.
He's really conflicted, even though you can't see him.
Yeah, I know he's still around.
Yeah. Well, no one can see you either because you haven't made an attack. So
well, I think he can see me, but Rev doesn't know that.
Right. Okay.
Well, Rev, he still doesn't want to attack Sarai because to him Sarai is like the little sister that he couldn't ever protect.
Sure.
But what he does want to do is he wants to use his entire movement to get to approach Sarai. Still in Mirage.
Okay.
And as he comes up to Sarai,
how close do you get?
I want to get within like 5 feet of her.
Okay. As you do, you get the sense that she doesn't know you're there.
Okay.
Her face is looking towards where the Sarge is now laying, probably at the last point of where Walter was. And as you get within 5 feet, she merely just mouths, "Don't come any closer."
Rev wants to use soul chambering, which is his newest ability, which is the Cyberjackal extends his hand, communes with the spirit world and the target spirit. And this is towards Sarai.
Sure.
And the goal of this is invading the spirit to bind and restrain it. And if it's successful, the target's unable to do anything. Rev's not trying to damage her. Rev is trying to communicate and pierce through whatever pain she has experienced, if that makes sense.
Sure. I will allow you to go ahead and try.
Okay. So this is a D6. So this is if successful to try to do it. I rolled a 4. So I don't know if that's... I think it still has to be a 5 or 6 to hit. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I fail.
You attempt to do it, and you feel immediately as you reach out again that there's some kind of invisible barrier between you and her.
Okay.
You feel that if you could focus enough, you might be able to pierce through it and find out exactly who the real Sarai is at this point. But there's something that she is putting out, or at least emanating, that's creating some kind of barrier between you and connecting with her.
Okay. Well, if there is this barrier, let me see. So that was, let me take my exhaust for that. That was 3 exhausts for that. If there is this barrier, then for my, I guess that was my bonus. Then my main, I would actually do what I wanted to do earlier, but I couldn't because Walter was right next to her. I want to put a spirit containment field around the both of us.
Okay.
Which is trying to, anyone inside it is protected from mystical dark power. That's me trying to shut us off from anything else outside
Gotcha.
of
Okay.
us.
I absolutely will allow you to do it.
Okay. That one, it doesn't say I attempt, so I think that one just
No.
I create the barrier.
You create the barrier itself.
Okay. Okay, so that's -2 exhaust. And when I do that, I've already used my movement, and I've already used both my things. Is there any way that I can talk to her, or can I not?
I
do
will
that
allow
this-
you to attempt to talk to her.
Okay.
I would like to. I would like you to roll awareness though, at unfavorable.
Roll awareness at unfavorable. Okay. Well, unfavorable is -2 or 3.
3.
-3. Then I rolled a 16.
Okay. You're aware that as you create this, and you look down, in her hand is an EMP grenade.
Okay. Okay. What Rev is going to say to her, and I know this is, I've already done all my stuff, so I'm not going to be able to say much.
Sure.
Rev, all he's going to say is, Sarai, I searched for you, and I couldn't find you. And that's all he
Roll
says.
persuasion
Okay.
to see if these words affect her in any way.
Okay. Jesus, that's another 1.
She holds on to the EMP grenade. She clutches it. And she mouths to you, you tried, and you failed. Voldo, you are up.
Okay, so that has been a lot that's been going on there.
I'm looking at you through the rift, Voldo. I'm very disappointed in you. Where are you?
Just roll better, bro. I'm gonna actually save another. I'm gonna save my bonus again just to try to help him get out next time.
Okay.
And okay, so is everybody out of just the 2 other guys?
St. John's the only one who's
main...
out, and Sarge is unconscious on the ground.
So yeah,
there's no more bad out of the rift.
Well, you have no idea where Walter is. You have no idea where Walter is, and Sarai is still standing there. She's never moved.
Wait, is Sarai the enemy right now?
She's the little girl, yes.
She's a little girl with like a containment field around her now.
Okay. Somebody I don't want to attack right now, I'm assuming. If she has a containment field,
roll a d20. Roll a d20.
Okay.
Roll if you could.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me see. Use mystical, see what I can figure out or whatever. 17.
Okay.
I have mystical. So
it puts you at 20. It puts you at 20. You tap in a little bit to that spirit realm.
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, you're able to deduce that Rev is next to Sarai, and he's created a field around it. And it's enough to know that if Rev's done that, Rev's attempting something.
Okay, yeah. Is there any way I can use my tapping in to help him do what he's doing?
You're not at the strength that Rev is.
Not at that strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then, the
although
main
your dice are better than Rev's.
So. Yeah, you can give him better dice. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything I can do to help him, I would try, but it sounds like there's nothing I can do to help him.
You get the sense that Rev is on something that only you believe Rev can do right now. Or at least, if anything, Rev's sacrificing himself enough that he's trying to take this on. And and it's easy enough from just a complete awareness that up to this point, Rev hasn't attacked anything. And he just went ballistic on 2 rock worms. 30 minutes ago, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
less than 30 minutes ago. So there's something personal. It's a personal
About her.
journey on that. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna leave them two alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then from there, how many enemies are out of the rift?
Only Walter, but you don't know where Walter is. So
Oh,
essentially,
okay, cool.
it's only 2 that you're aware of.
And one of them is being protected, and one of them is
One of
we
them
can't
is
see him.
miraged away, and you have no idea where he is at.
Okay.
And he's scary, just so you know.
Yeah.
Dang, and there's nothing I have that could be maybe able to help me see where he is, anything like that.
You can attempt to try to do something.
Gosh, I'm just attempting to maybe use like, mystical. I don't know what would help me try to narrow down where he is.
I mean, you just saw him strike down the Sarge, so you have a general clue where he was.
At least where he was at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
How far away is Sarge from me?
I'd say he's probably like 20 feet away. He's not far.
Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is what's the ground like when where we're fighting?
You're still on that limestone rock surface.
Okay. So, but there theoretically would be like chunks of sand and stuff because limestone is just
It's dirt more than sand.
Yeah. That's all I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm going to, with my movement, I want to take and like scoop a bunch of dirt up into my cloak.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move close enough to where he is and like preferably upwind a little bit so the dirt spreads
And kind
more.
of toss it to see if it creates some kind of... Sure.
See if I can, see a silhouette.
Okay, absolutely. I will attempt you to do it. I need you to roll a d20 in regards to athletics to make sure that you throw it exactly in the place that you would like to throw it.
And I have athletics. So.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, so that's a 12, 15.
Okay. You put up as much dirt as you can, and you get as close to where you last saw Walter, and you throw it, and the wind is kind of on your side. And most of it just kind of floats away, but there's a few specks that land on something and kind of sit there about 3 or 4 feet away, and then immediately all of them just drop as if something had it was on it and then it's just left.
Okay, and is the dirt still kind of just up in the air, kind of floating
now
around?
Whatever is left is just kind of blown away at this point. Yeah, it doesn't hit anything. Just a few specks of it does land on
but
something.
I can narrow down.
You get a sense that at least he's still in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I like that
So
move,
if
by the way. I like using the dirt.
It's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be fast enough to where I could throw up the dirt, figure out where he is, and then immediately attack that spot.
Well, you get a sense that it's somewhere within mere feet
of there.
Yeah. It can't move too far. He doesn't really have any movement speed.
Okay. Because I mean, the only attack I have that would be able to get more than like a direct attack would be Red Rain.
Okay.
But I don't want to do that because it's close to everybody.
Right.
So I mean, I guess the only thing I can do again would be Matter of Death.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for Matter of Death then.
Okay.
So
that's another 4. Just make sure that
is, dude. I'm gonna need a jolting juice or something very soon.
You can't. The doctor took it all with him into the void.
He gave me one. Right. He gave me one.
Maybe he did, but now he's like he's regretting it from the void though.
I'll give him a salve when he gets back.
All right, go. Well, you could have gave it to the Sarge, who's just right there at your feet.
Oh, is he still dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Well, he's unconscious. He's down.
Like he's like.
Yeah. Oh crap! This puts me in a position because I could possibly hit him.
He's gonna have to make a roll here to see if he's gonna start. And I'm gonna have to start creating the wonderful life after death story for the Sarge.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and toss him a valve. Let me see what
salve?
valves I got.
Okay.
Salve. Yeah. Lesser is 2d6.
Pie Boy says save the Sarge.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks.
I will, Pie Boy. I got you. I got you.
Save the Sarge.
Selfish. Okay, and I'm gonna actually hook you up with the greater salve.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So those ones are a bit more expensive. So remember that. But it's a 3d6 for vitality and plus 10 exhaust.
Okay. Richard, roll 3d6.
okay.
And that's what you're going to get back in health. As Voldo pours some of the salve and down into your mouth.
I got 6.
Okay, so you get 6 vitality back. You get 10 exhaust back. Make sure all that is updated.
I gave you 3d6 rolls and you got 6 back.
Did you roll 2, 2, and 2?
Oh no, it was 4 and a 1 and 1.
Oh, that's 6.
Why do you?
That
Just gave you
sucks.
less. Oh, damn it! All right.
Well, if it would have been me, he would have got 4 because I just rolled that right now. So you actually did better than me. Okay, and Sarge, you feel life come back into your body, and you wake up to Voldo kneeling right next to you.
Thank you, Voldo.
I got you, buddy.
Can't
back
from the
into
other
this
side.
I'm just gonna lean over to him. I'm gonna lean over to him and be like, "By the way, that was about 50 checks, so And then I'm gonna turn around and
Fair enough. Okay.
And then
And Voldo asks also, why did you spit half of it out?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Keep
You only
some
drank
in
like
hand.
half the thing.
You really took half of it back.
right.
Okay,
I'll
so
take my
Sarge, you are back on your feet. Okay, Voldo, you've done everything. I would like at this point roll for Jaina and roll for Doc to see if they get out.
Who?
Doc, go ahead and roll to see if you get out of the void.
Oh, you want me to roll for
Yes,
Jaina,
so roll
I
for
guess?
Jaina, please.
14.
14.
17 for Jaina.
Jaina emerges from the void.
Nice.
Doc,
14.
Doc, you emerge at last from the void.
Yes. The good doctor.
And as you turn back, you see Therese is still stuck in the void.
Nice.
I'm just like,
We got
You get another vitality, Voldo, from
right.
Therese.
And I turned to the rest of them and I'm like, "Thanks for the health, guys. Appreciate it."
They have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow,
Okay.
I'm back up to 50.
I should have used your roll, Pi. I must admit. Your roll would have been a lot better than you would have got 12 instead of 6 or 8, whatever.
Yeah.
That puts Sinjin up. Yep. Sinjin is going to immediately. Oh man. Sinjin is not aware of the situation between you and Sarai. Rev.
Yeah, he was in the void when all that was happening.
Since
Based on that, he's going to attack Sarai.
Wait, since I still have movement,
You can
and
move.
another, could I just?
You don't
tell
have
him-
anything else. Use your ability to give him a salve. That takes an action.
Did not. Well, that was my main.
Yeah,
'Cause I
and then you've picked up and you tossed all that stuff on him to figure out where he was, and then
And
you
that
did
was-
matter of death.
So the tossing was a movement, and then the giving him a salve was a bonus or a main. I thought I still had a main left or something.
He didn't do his matter of death. He said matter of death, but he never actually did an
Oh,
attack.
that's right. He didn't do it. He gave him the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you can
Yeah,
go
he
ahead and
changed
do
that,
something.
Okay. So do I have to use a main or a bonus? Because I only move 20 feet, and my movement.
You don't.
Speed is
You do
40.
not. You have no bonus, so you have to
I
do a
only have
main. Yep.
Okay. So then, could I just, with the rest of my movement, can I tell him, "Hey, leave him alone"?
You
Rev's got
could.
that.
You absolutely sure. If you definitely want to do that, you can see that he's turning his weapon towards
Yeah.
Sarai. That you can absolutely give him the heads up, like, "Hey, back off a little bit."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rev's got that under control.
Okay. With
Yeah.
that, he like immediately looks at you, and he's just like, he's confused. Like, he looks at you. He goes, "What are you talking about?" Because we
And then I
have to get
say-
rid of these people.
And then I say, I would have killed her, but I chose to save you because he has her under control.
With that, he just kind of roll persuasion.
Oh God, 11.
It's enough that he doesn't lower his gun, but he doesn't fire.
Okay.
It's still targeted. He's waiting for something to make itself present. With that, he kind of looks at you, he just goes, "Okay, for now."
Yeah. I'd say for now, maybe use a healing potion if you have it, because you only got 6 vitality. And there's nobody on the board that we can attack, really, right?
As far as you know, yeah. No. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to do his... He's going to heal.
Yeah.
He's been taking way too much damage at this point. So that is going to be... Do you have secondary heal, Richard?
I do have. That's my utility.
Yeah, that's what he used
Okay.
earlier.
Okay, I got it then. Thank you. Pie Boy, roll 4d6, please.
God, please be more than 6.
Just roll more than 6 and think Yorkshire Gold while you're doing it.
Hopefully he's quick enough on him.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
There we
13.
go.
Okay, he'll take 13 back.
Thank you, Pie Boy.
Sinjin immediately feels better about himself when he pops down and does his secondary healing. He is going to pass his main to get 2 exhaust back because he's low on exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
And with that is Jaina. Do you want Jaina to do anything, Rev, since you have a connection with Jaina?
I don't really know what her abilities are other than that one that she used to like buff me, but I knew that took a lot out of her when she did that. I think Jaina would be heads up enough to notice that Walter is no longer in sight. So I almost want her to be in, if we were playing XCOM, I would want her to be in Overwatch, where she is waiting to take a shot as soon as Walter comes out of appears before her. Does that make sense?
Okay. Let's first
I know that's not an ability she has.
Let's roll awareness. Okay. Jaina immediately starts to run away.
Oh.
And you see that she runs off into the distance and she starts to climb on some of the rocks around there to get the high ground.
Okay.
And she immediately drops prone and she puts out her sniper rifle and she's just scanning the battlefield.
That is exactly what Otis would have done. I like it. She
also will bypass her other ability to get some exhaust back as well.
Okay.
They both are running kind of low. Okay, with that, Doc, you are back in the mix. What would you like to do? Make it good.
Be the good doctor.
I don't see Walter. I don't see Tyrese.
Nope.
Did Jaina make it out? Of the rift?
Yes, Jaina is now up on top of some of the high ground. She's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm gonna scan around, kind of like what the hell's going on, and I'm gonna focus in on Rev and kind of. I'm a little confused at his.
You don't see Rev. Rev's still Mirage.
I kind of. I can't
Yeah.
see. Oh,
But you see
what
that
about,
you see the fact that his containment field that he's done around you before is now sitting over Sarai. So it's easy to deduce
so
that
it's-
he's not too far away from that
Right.
situation if that's the case.
all right. Well, I'm gonna just, dismiss my, obviously my feeling that she is the enemy, and I'm gonna just trust that Rev has a handle on that situation. I am going to
Okay.
look and just kind of scan around and try and see where Walter is. I'm gonna ask Voldo if he knows where the hell Walter is.
Voldo gives you the sense that, well, what exactly would you tell him? And to say,
He's
like, where
asking
he's
about-
yelling this out, saying, "Have you seen Walter?"
And that's the guy that I threw the dust up for.
Right.
And I'm going to tell him the last location I like vaguely saw him. Did he see me pick up the dust and throw it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to say when you saw me throw the dust, I could tell the outline of him,
Mhm.
right there. And,
Okay,
to
so you just
exactly-
you kind of just like you kind of give him that thing, yeah.
Yeah,
And
like there was I threw a bunch of dust up in the air, and he was somewhere around here, but he's invisible. So
Okay. So he gives you a general area, which is probably, you guessed, no more than 5 feet by 5 feet at least.
Okay. I'm gonna chuck a. Well, I'm gonna check on Sarge.
Okay.
He's still kind of messed up. Is he messed up still?
Sarge is happy to be alive at this point, but you can see that Sarge is still far from his healthy, chipper self.
he's only got what, 6 health?
He only got 6 health.
Yeah.
He's got
All
a
right,
couple
I'm gonna go
holes
over
in him
to.
right now.
I'm gonna go over to. I'm gonna
He's
go
like still
over
kind
to
of like trying to
Sarge.
patch it up with like anything he can find, like tissue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Sarge. I'm gonna be like, Sarge, how you holding up, man? You don't look so good.
It's been rough.
Sarge, a
I'm gonna
man of
do,
many words.
I'm gonna do patching him up on Sarge,
Oh, nice. Okay, what are you gonna give him?
and
Time for the doc to be the doc.
I'm-
Absolutely.
I'm going to. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend 3 exhausts. I'm gonna roll 4d6.
Oh, 4d6. The 4d6 has been
4d6.
quite popular tonight. Let's see what he does. Plus whatever level.
Oh my-
That's always a. That just sounds
Oh
garbage.
my
That sounds 1. I see. It's
God.
1 central.
dude,
What is it?
9.
9 plus your level, so you got 10 back.
Oh, awesome.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
I rolled 2 1s, a 3 and a 4.
he's got 16. I mean, if you do it 5 more times, you might be in great shape.
Jeez.
And what does it mean again to roll a d10 and on an even restore a charge back? to
That
you?
means
Oh,
you
wait,
only have a
okay,
certain
yeah,
amount
I
of
get it.
charges per day. So go ahead and roll a d10 to see if
Don't
it
you
actually
have
costs you
Strong
anything.
Luck? Can't you like re-roll a 1 at certain points?
No, that's that he's doing something that
Not
is
on
part of the
this.
skill.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I got a 2.
Okay. So does that restore charge?
It does.
Okay. So it didn't cost you anything.
Shit, I should have just freaking spent another one and rolled 5.
This party does need a white mage.
well.
The closest thing is the white mage doc.
And the closest
All right, then.
age is like
Anything else you'd like to do, Doc?
I'm gonna go ahead and throw.
You still have your drone guardian out that can fire for you.
Yeah,
It just can't fire
Yeah,
at
I know,
anybody
but
that
I don't want to.
you're
I
aware
don't want
of.
to fire it. I don't want to fire it nothing.
Sure,
Is
that's fair
anybody
enough.
So
Is anybody wearing your like drone hat shield thing?
He still
no,
has his
I'm
shield on him.
considering. I still have my shield up, but I'm considering
Shielded
putting the
somebody
shield,
else.
shield on Sarge, because Sarge takes another beating from Walter, and he's pretty much gone.
Yeah, he gets hit once from whatever, and he's gone.
Would you like to do that?
You know
for
what?
us, Sarge?
I'm gonna throw. Okay, so patching him up, that was a bonus.
Yeah.
Or I mean, that was a main.
That's a main.
And my bonus, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm so tempted to throw my dynamo disc in that general area because it is like a 5-foot type radius.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
It'll be
and
pay. It'll
try
be
and put a
pay.
cap.
Look at it this one. It's payback. If it goes off, it's payback on Voldo. Because Voldo's in that space as well.
Oh, he's winning.
I mean, you get the Sarge as well, but I mean, Sarge is just
All right, I'm just
he's
gonna.
collateral
I'm gonna
damage
throw,
at this
I'm
point.
I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw my my shield drone hat on the Sarge.
Oh,
And just
nice.
Have it protect him.
Oh,
Well done, Sarge.
Yeah.
It's been a rough 30 minutes in total battle time. You've been blessed with the great shielded fedora that is now floating and spinning above you that creates a shield around you.
But you still want to pump up that HP there, or
Still want to pump
vitality.
up that HP if you can. Would you like to move, Doc?
I'm gonna move. Oh shit! I'm gonna move. No, I'm gonna stay kind of close. Well, shoot. No, I think I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Sarge, you've just been shielded. You were up. What would you like to do? You have no idea where Walter is. You've just died. Well, you've been knocked unconscious. The state of the battlefield is not exactly how you left it. Is there anything that you would like to do on your turn?
well, can I get what can I see from where I'm at?
Everybody is back out from the rift. The rift
Oh,
that Voldo has created is still open because Therese has not come back out. The rift behind Sarai is still there. Walter is nowhere to be found, the guy who took you down. And you see Sarai standing there, relatively doll-like lifeless, with a containment field of some kind of energy around. And you don't see Rev, but you see everybody else.
okay. Well, I'm gonna start by now I can do I can use the utility, right? The
Sure.
Secondary heal.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, okay. So I'll use that. So 46 here. And, 14 back.
Oh, that's a lot better.
So do-
Well done.
That's the best 4d6 we've had. Which is pretty sad.
Okay, you cannot use that secondary heal until another
Oh, okay.
encounter.
30.
I'm sorry, actually, after a long rest. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Do you want to move? If you want to, you can always bypass one of your things and get some exhaust back.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Oh yeah, because the heal was.
The heal is
okay,
only a
that wasn't-
bonus, so you can bypass a main to get 2 exhaust back.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, so
If
go
you
ahead
have
and get 2
bonus,
exhaust
though,
back.
If you have a good bonus, though,
He already used his bonus. He already used his bonus. He used it to heal himself. Do you want to move Sarge away from where you currently are?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
How much?
I'd say about. I'll move about like 10 feet back.
Okay, no problem. Rev,
Yes.
I will allow you to go before Walter.
Really? Okay.
Because I'm going to take Sarge down again. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm sure he's about to take somebody down, actually.
Gonna be
Rev is actually getting pretty low and exhausted again, but because he's finally got this containment field and he's kind of cut him and Sarai both off from the rest of the world.
Yep.
He wants to try to Soul Chamber again. He wants to. His entire goal is to communicate with Sarai that what she's been told is a lie, and so that's what he wants to.
I will allow you to do it. Go right ahead.
Attempt to reach her again. So here we go. Come on, give me
Roll
some help,
perception.
guys.
No, just kidding.
6. I rolled a 6.
Well done.
Freaking finally.
Tell me
Okay.
exactly what you are attempting to do with Soul Chamber.
With my Soul Chamber, what I'm trying to do is, this is an ability that's supposed to invade a spirit to restrain it. I am trying to invade her spirit to free it, if that makes sense. I want to communicate with her that the things that have been done to her were not for her own good. They were not to protect her. Walter is not protecting her. He is using her. And so I'm trying to free her from any influence that she's had over these last many
If
years.
that convinced me, what are you telling me? If I was Sarai.
Rev says, Sarai, I know I failed to protect you. All I ever wanted to do was keep you from experiencing the things you've experienced in this last year. I know that Mother couldn't protect you. I know that I couldn't protect you. And I know I couldn't protect your brother. Please give me one more chance. Promise you I will not fail you a third time.
Roll persuasion.
$15.
Your words are heard. You don't seem, or at least feel, any resistance coming from her, as she merely allows you to speak. You don't know, though, how much it's affecting her or not. But up to this point, she hasn't done anything that gives you the feeling that she's hostile at this very moment, at least. You merely hear her say, "Why should I believe you?"
Rev is going to come out of Mirage. He's been in Mirage this whole time. He's going to appear, and he's going to look her right in the eye, hold out his hand, and say, because I couldn't protect my own sister, I need to protect you. Or I am lost. That's what he says.
Touching.
She looks at you. This is the first time where she actually turns her head. And she goes, "You can't save me anymore." It's taken me a very long time since you've been gone. For days and for months, I always believed that you would come. You said you would come. You said you would be there for me. But I've learned now that the only person that's going to protect and save me is me. So, Rev, I'm going to walk away. I am going to go back. Don't come looking for me. Because if you do, I will kill you. I don't want your help. Save
Wow.
yourself.
Rev just falls to one knee like he's given up.
She bends down and she grabs you by the underneath of your chin and she tilts it up to you when you kind of see her face and you see a single tear fall from her eye. And she just looks at you and she just goes, if he doesn't kill you, run.
Yeah.
Find peace in this, Rev. Forget me. I will give you this one time where I will forgive. But if I see you again, or any of your friends, if any of you try to bring any harm to my new father, I will end you. And she looks at you and she just goes, good luck, Rev. Don't fail yourself as you have failed others. Wise words from a 14-year-old. I had to learn the hard way. She brings up your hand. She puts the EMP grenade in it. She activates it, and she turns and walks away. Voldo. I would like you to roll a d20.
Oh boy, here it comes. I do. Is it a specific keyword or just a?
I'm sorry. Just roll a d20. Just a flat d20.
13.
Okay. How many hit points do you currently have?
53.
Cut that in half.
Boy. Do I round up or down on that last one? It's a
Always
0.5.
always round up.
Okay.
I always give you the round up. You don't exactly know what just happened to you, but you can feel the sharp, stinging pains of 2 blades now buried inside of you.
Could I actually, since I saved my bonus, can't I just do advanced dodge in response?
No, this is a superior attack.
Okay.
You have 1 or 2 options. Be completely dead or lose half.
Yeah,
You got
all right.
lucky. You got the half.
Wow, that dude has an insta kill. Oh, it's that guy.
He immediately emerges from Mirage. And he looks at you in his face and he just goes, next time, you leave my prey dead.
Can I attempt to try to like touch him and get some blood on him?
Sure.
Like fall towards him or something like that in a very,
dramatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Hollywood way.
I want him to make him think he really hurt me, so I am like stumbling on him while wiping blood on him.
Okay.
Would that be like athletics or?
No, I mean you're trying to. It's deception. I'm guessing is what you're trying to do.
Thieving hands would kind of be the same because I'm just trying to get some like
deception.
Yeah. Okay. Deception. Yeah. All right. And thieving hands doesn't count as deception.
No.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Yeah. You give him the illusion that he's really done a number on you.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I do smear blood on him.
Yeah.
As I fall. Okay. Cool.
Which really pisses him off because it's a nice white coat.
You shouldn't have killed somebody so close to him.
With that, again, he is emerged from Mirage. And he is going to do sidearm surprise.
On me?
Because it's his turn. He lets go
Okay.
of his weapons, and he pulls out a very, very, very long revolver. And he points it with a laser sight, and he points it directly in your face, in your dome. And he's going to fire an attack.
And I'm going to use advanced dodge in response.
Okay, so which would have it if you do it successfully. Evade, roll a d12. Odds, you take half damage. Oh, and then odd and an even, you take 0. So go ahead and roll and see what
D12.
you get. Yep, go ahead, please.
I got a 10, so odds are half damage. Okay.
Half damage, okay.
But you said
No,
10.
no, 10's even, so you actually take 0 damage.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
he actually goes to fire, and you just tilt your head, and he just misses point blank, which immediately infuriates the fact that you were faking a little more how hurt you were enough for you to do that.
Seem like I stumbled to the left, right at the right time, clutching my chest.
I mean, if you'd like,
I would.
Go ahead, Audrey Hepburn. Do whatever
Alright.
you want to do.
Yeah.
He does take his blades back out, though.
Okay.
With that, Rev, because you have a armed EMP in your hand, what would you like to do with that?
Well, I never did use my second ability.
I know, that's why I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, I know that, and that's why you're asking. Rev, I feel like he doesn't use grenades that much. Does he know what an EMP does?
You know what a grenade looks like, and they all kind of relatively are grenades.
Well, yes, but does he recognize it as an EMP grenade?
No.
As something that would... Okay.
He recognized something that is flashing and making noise. And you've seen Otis toss a ton of these, and you've seen now Voldo toss a ton of these.
I have.
You know what they could do.
Okay. Well, Rev is just been kind of shattered by what Sarai has said. So after the stress of the day, he is all of a sudden shutting down and becoming killer mode, because he knows that there's nobody else he can save here. So he's gonna see that Walter has come out of Mirage.
Yep.
He's gonna zero in on Walter.
Sure.
He doesn't care that there's anybody else next to Walter. He doesn't care if it hits Voldo or anybody else.
He's tossing that grenade, huh?
He is throwing it right at
Wait, what
Walter.
grenade are you throwing?
He's throwing an EMP grenade.
EMP. So should I roll? What should I roll?
Roll athletics, because I want to know if you can throw it to where you're trying to throw it to.
Gotcha. Okay, good. And Rev is blessed with favor on athletics. So
Ooh, look at this guy. Look at
God
this
help
guy.
me if I miss this throw.
Would you throw like a 1?
With blessed with athletics, which was 5, I rolled a 6. I rolled a 1 for like the third fucking time tonight. So I rolled a 6 in total.
You throw it where you want to throw it. And you throw it 10 feet over everybody. You toss that thing with so much
angry.
gusto.
Nolan Ryan, that thing.
Exactly. And it just goes, Voldo, you see him toss it your way, and it just goes right over your head.
And Rev says, "That was a warning."
As he threw it so well that it actually just bounces, and then it detonates as it goes down the chasm behind you. So you just hear tink, tink, boom.
Maybe try like a sniper shot or a bow and arrow next time. I don't know.
Anything? Is that it? You can do something else. That was just a toss.
I haven't used my movement. I used my main because that was what I did to Soul Chamber. So I don't have an attack. But Rev's kind of like, he wants a piece of Walter now, so he's gonna use his full movement. Actually, I want to use half my movement towards Walter to let Walter know that Rev is coming for him.
Gotcha. Perfect. So you do that. As that happens, Therese emerges at last from the void, and your rift closes up. Voldo. Therese is back on the field.
All
But
right.
Voldo, you are next up after Rev, so it's your turn to do whatever you want to do.
Okay. And so that's it. No more vitality points coming my way.
Nope, you got nothing.
Okay.
I can tell you
Okay.
right now that Therese, her hair is like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like her armor's just been like ripped and stripped off, just being in the void so long. She looks almost like the bleed obviously is now worn off, but she looks like she's been almost like she's like her veins have almost become and her blood has become black for so
Yeah,
long that she's just been in there being affected so long. But she's horribly, horribly pissed at you.
All right.
It's the look that you gave Danny when you guys had that moment and you're like, so like, are we gonna talk? It's like that look.
All right. I gotcha. So she's about to murder me.
Exactly.
Okay, so I mean, in this case, then I just got to go fall balls for her. I am. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, guys.
Please don't matter of death again.
Dude, it's my most. I can do the most damage with it.
Oh God.
Go for it. Suck people in.
God, if you're gonna do it, at least suck in frickin' Walter or something.
Hey, I'm trying. I just want to finish her off, and this is my best chance of doing it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so let me see.
I did just try to throw a grenade at you, so I guess I can't be too mad.
I guess it was just an EMP grenade.
Come on.
I don't think it's really done anything to
Like,
me.
if that happens, the doc has to say something at this point, because if he goes back in again, dude, he's essentially
I'm in
pulling a
awe.
Sarge from like last week, where Sarge was like passed out for like half the thing. Doc's been in the void half the fight, dude.
My first roll,
I don't think-
6 was a 5.
That's a
So
hit.
that's exact. Let me. Okay, come on, babies. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Let's see it.
3.
Oh,
No, okay. 2.
that's
okay.
something else.
Yes, it's something else. Finally.
2d10 times 3. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You do the thorn shot. Nice. Causing bleed and corruption. Well done.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
He did this on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're not in the void. Thank God.
No.
Yeah.
No void. No void. All the little void people come out and going, one of us. One of us.
So that one was a 7
Okay.
and a 9.
16 times 3. What is that?
A 45, 6%, 48.
48? Oh, well, nice.
Yep, that's right.
She also has now bleed and corruption again. Wow.
And corruption. Okay. So
Okay.
that's another-
That one actually drives her back down to her knees. Immediately as she comes out angry, you fire this thorn shot from your bow right directly center mass. And she just kind of goes and just drops to the ground. You can see that this shot, whatever vengeance that was left in her, is almost immediately sucked out. Now she's thinking mortality here.
Okay. How close is she to anybody else?
She's essentially right next to Jaina and Sinjin.
Not Jaina, because she moved her
That's
full
right, yeah.
movement to
So
get
she's
up
right
top.
next to Sinjin.
Okay, Sinjin.
Oh,
gosh.
she's right next to the doc because the doc didn't move either.
Oh wait, so all of
Hmm.
them have shields on at least.
Doc,
still has a
has a shield, yeah.
Doc
Yeah.
has a shield, and
Sinjin is there.
Sarge
yeah.
has a shield.
not Sinjin.
Yeah, but
Sarge got a
Sarge
shield
is next
too.
to Voldo.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so both of you guys got shields.
No, but you can't hit Sarge. Sarge is next to you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
So
I
like
thought-
almost on the
I
other
thought I was
side.
standing next to Sarge.
Oh, that's right, you were. I'm
I
so
thought I was
sorry. You
standing-
healed him.
Yeah,
So only
yeah.
poor Sinjin's gonna get zapped.
Okay.
Sinjin
Sarge-
and Therese
So Sarge and Doc are standing
next to you.
near
Yeah,
the other guys, so they can take a hit and survive.
yeah.
Sorry if I take out your shields right now, guys.
You're not gonna hit
Um,
them. I'm telling you now. You're not hitting them. Therese and Sinjin, if that's
Oh.
who you're trying to hit, are the two people you would hit. Just those two.
And they're like, how close are they? Like 5 feet away, type of thing?
No,
Or
they're
10?
like 30, 40 feet.
They're like,
Yeah, you were not, well, like, you were never close to the void, dude. You had run away so far away.
Yeah.
And then
So I
Sarge
40
wasn't close to the void, and the doc used all his speed to get over to you, which is 40 feet alone.
I just wanted. Okay, so the girl who just hit her knees.
Is about 40 to 45 feet
away.
away from you.
Okay, I can hit that.
Yeah.
And who's close to her?
Sinjin.
Okay, and how close is he to her?
He's literally like 5 feet.
Like 5 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
gotcha,
came out of the
exactly.
void and he never moved because you told him not to do
Yeah.
anything.
Okay, then I'm just gonna hold it because I don't want to collateral damage him.
That never
So-
stopped you before.
Yeah, I feel like people get angry if I just keep throwing collateral damage their way. So
You can hit Sinjin. He's just an NPC.
I guess this is true. Has he? What's his life at? Is he?
Sinjin's got enough that he.
Okay.
Yeah,
fuck it,
he's
then
got
let's
enough.
do
He
it.
healed himself up. He can take a good shot.
Okay, let's do this then. So I'm gonna do the red rain.
Honestly, he takes a look at you, and if you do it, he kind of gives you the thumbs up, like the Terminator thumbs up, and he kind of looks to Jaina and like just going, "I can take it."
Yeah, all right. That's my boy. Okay, so let me mark off the 3 exhausts for this.
Watch this, Jaina.
2. Okay.
I heard back in town that the girls really like this.
With this one, is there any chance of like advanced accuracy? 'Cause
No.
It's a 30-foot radius. Okay.
Nope.
5.
That's a hit.
Oh my god. All right.
You're
so
doing
that
red
one-
rain, right?
Yeah, 3d6 times 3
Okay, go for it.
and bleed.
Garbage time.
Okay, that's a 3, 6, and that's a 6. Okay,
15 times 3, 45.
boom.
Oh, 45.
Yep.
She's dead.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Finally. Hell
And
yeah.
Sinjin is just riddled with arrows and drops to the ground. He's still alive, but barely. I didn't expect you to hit that much.
Me neither.
He's got 5 hit points left.
I guess
Does he have any armor to reduce that at all?
That's with armor.
That's with armor?
Yeah.
Jesus. Alright.
Okay,
Alright.
so you see both of them just she just gets pinned to the ground with your arrows, and it takes the very last life of Therese out of her. And then Sinjin just gets dropped as well to one knee. But Sinjin's still alive, and Therese, as far as you know, is expired.
Okay. Oh, as far as you know. Oh God. How far away is Sinjin from me?
40 feet.
Okay, I can make it over to him.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna hold that because I can't give him a salve right now. So I'll wait for the next turn to make it, or I'm gonna hold my movement.
Okay. Jaina, would you like Jaina to do something?
Yeah, I want her to frickin' shoot Walter since he's visible.
Okay. I need you to roll awareness, Rev. Actually, I know
Okay.
I would like everyone to roll awareness.
Okay. Because she just saw him
Mm-hmm.
nail some people.
Damn it.
20. Not 20.
Natural
yeah.
20. 20?
With my bonus
9.
20.
What?
9?
Not 20.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well done. Rev,
Yes.
you're about to go ham bone on him.
That's what I want to do anyway.
But you give one look back to watch Sarai walk through. And you notice that she is now running towards Jaina. Jaina is unaware of Sarai coming after her. Voldo, you see, because you actually have the best vantage point, you can see that Sarai stops feet from the void, turns, gives one look at Rev, one look over to where Jaina is up on top of that rise, and begins to bolt towards her. Rev, you turn around and you see this as she kind of scurries. And she looks at you and she just goes, I'm going to take her from you. And that's where we will end tonight's episode.
Oh, damn. All right.
Who's taking her?
Your mom? Oh!
Hey. And just trying to
Cool.
take her. He's running at
Sarai did not go into the void. I'm sorry, into the rift.
the rift that
Sarai
I
is now going after Jaina.
Wait, the rift that I opened?
No, your rift is
one-
closed.
the one they
It's
came
the one
in.
that's been, that they've come through.
Okay, gotcha.
Whew.
All right.
A lot happened tonight. Some emotional things for Rev. Some
That's right.
emotional things for Sarge.
But I got saved. Voldo and Doc.
Some emotional things from the doctor, as he had a lot of time to reflect while he was inside Voldo's void. A lot of reflecting from not a lot of reflecting from Voldo. Voldo did as much as he could with the actions he could. He took down Therese. He was able to get some vitality back. He saved the Sarge.
Yeah, Voldo's the only one that really did anything this
Voldo
episode.
did a lot this turn, this
healed it.
session, and he healed a bunch of people. I want to thank this amazing cast here this evening, as always, for just a
Thank you.
wonderful session. This was going to be a session full for at least Rev, some emotional highs and lows, mostly the lows. I was hoping that he'd be really happy to fight Walter again, but he just never got into that until the end. Exactly, Nietzsche. He goes, yeah, he's the MVP and the most hated. Walter is back here causing havoc. He's going to continue to cause havoc until Rev is the one who actually kills him. It's that weird thing that he will not die until Rev is the one who kills him. It's very Hellsing and almost.
Well, if only Sarai would stop, distracting him from it, hashtag blame Sarai.
Hashtag, oh, jeez. After the whole, I'm brokenhearted. Sarai. The moment he sees him go after Jane, he's like, you bitch, I didn't like him in the first place. Again, I want to thank this wonderful cast. We do this every Friday night from 7:30 to 10 p.m. You can always catch up on any of the other episodes on my YouTube channel. The link is down below. I want to thank so much Nietzsche for being here. I want to thank so much Pi for being here. His excellent rolls. You can always do hashtag Pi rolls. Is that what you put in now, Pi? That you can have Pi do your rolls for you if they're straight garbage. Pi save. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pi.
Pie boy.
Pie boy. Again, if you guys want to check out these wonderful people here, they're always here every Friday evening. But the amazing Ran118 is always streaming, and he's a tremendous streamer. Definitely give this guy a follow. Continue to watch this guy. He's, besides just being a tremendous friend, he is he is also Rand the Shark Hunter. So maybe one day you'll know the true legend of the Shark Hunter that he is. We want to thank everyone who's hanging out with us this evening, and thank you anyone who comes by, drop in follows and likes and whatever on the YouTube or this. Until then, and until next week, keep it safe on the waste, everyone. Good night.
Good night.